Hello, and welcome back to Nearly Logical's Let's Play of RimWorld. It's been a few days since I last produced one of these, and that's because it's near the end of the year and my work has been absolutely nuts. I haven't gotten a huge amount of time to really focus on doing things for myself, mostly just working on work projects. Uh, but that aside, if we remember, in the last episode, we had a giant invasion by pirates, which we fended off, and that was great. But there were definitely some problems, because obviously we have to rebuild a bit here. So I think in this episode we're going to try to tighten up those security problems, as well as start working on digging into our base over here and getting this kind of trap set up so that we can start using this underground area instead of this open, hard to defend place for our defending. So I did get a bunch of tips from a subscriber named John Pavel. I'm really sorry if I mispronounced that. I'm not very good at pronouncing names, so please correct me if I'm wrong. But he suggested that we put 3 or so walls here, so that invaders would have to walk into this corridor before they could fire at our turrets, rather than stopping way out here. And that would force them to be within firing arc. He also suggested that I push this wall back one, and put 2 mines in here so it can instantaneously kill everyone in the area. I will do that if this is blown up again. Otherwise, it seems like a lot of work for very little benefit at the moment. I would rather build other projects. The other thing he suggested was that I wall off this area and get rid of all these guns and stuff. And that seems legitimate, so they won't come in through here. So I will sell off all of this. It does definitely save on the power bills, so that's good. And I will instead build a giant wall right like that. I probably should have built the wall first and then put down the wiring, but stuff happens. In addition, well, I don't have to worry about that. Door. That's not what I want. Sell door. No. Cancel door. Put down power conduit. Okay. So that'll rejoin our power networks together. Yeah. So that'll be good. And they're all coming through here. Uh-oh. What's Abbott's problem? Morris? Morris has In the Darkness. That's not particularly good. What does Abbott have, though? Why is he going crazy? Yeah, he saw lots of dead bodies. That is not great, but it'll fix itself after a little bit. Hopefully no one will go crazy before the dead body situation is resolved. Now, I am going to want to put some lighting through here, and I think I'm going to leave that as is and actually start working on the base part of it. So, I think what's going to happen is we're going to dig in here. This will make a nice little area to dig in. We can have multiple exits, and that'll be kind of nice. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to dig 2 in and actually put a wall along one side. Well, no, we don't need to do that. We can just use the power conduits. They're a little bit easier to maintain. So I will mine in like this and get some stuff here. I'll build them some nicer bedrooms kind of down here. So while they are all sleeping, I will I was told that I need like a 5x6 room to make them feel comfortable and at home. So that's what I'm going to do. 5x6. I need 5 of these. So that's great. And this will make them feel like they're not living in some weird cramped environment. I was told by John again that it was 27 squares that they need, so this will give them 30 squares, so we can throw down a pot and a bed and a lamp, and they'll probably feel okay. I'm not exactly sure. But either way, we should be able to extend them one further if we need to. So that'll work out. We'll build a nice corridor like this. Give them some nice, wonderful little doors. And I'll actually cancel this right here and this right here, so they'll only dig these areas, and then we can work on the other part of it. What I'll also do is move the nutrient paste in, so that'll be a little bit easier as well. And this wall is built, and these walls are built, so everything should be relatively fine there. Morris, unfortunately, yeah. You are spending way too much time in the dark, and that is sad, but it is also unavoidable. So what I want to do also is that while they're going down and digging that hole, I would very much like to start laying some power conduits. Because that will be important. Okay. Now that we have power conduits, let us... I want to check this. Overview. Does everyone else have mining? Okay, so these two have high mining. Everyone else is doing it as regular priority. So I guess there's other things to do, like clean up the walls and bury the corpses and drag stuff around. So that'll be okay. Now, this is kind of entrance... I would normally put an armory here, but this is kind of an entrance into what's going to be a walled-off area. So I'm not so... Oh! I did not know that was possible. So there's a new area in here. So let's cancel this. This is very interesting. So... instead of just being entirely underground, this area actually opens up into an open area. That is... I did not know that was possible. So let's actually build down this way. And see what else we can find. It would be really interesting to have access to some open areas so we could move more stuff indoors, like solar panels and stuff. Maybe even find some more geothermic. But let us... So that is a bit interesting. And I also want to... see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And cancel this one. I'm not sure how many of these little things I want to build in a row. I was thinking I'd build like 4 of them in a row, but that could be a little bit interesting in and of itself. Let's see, where metal is doing good. The corpses are being buried. Is there any corpses left around? Those guys out here are still unburied. That's not particularly good, but as long as they're not near our base, I think that should be fine. So I'm trying to decide if I want to turn this into... Well, we can still build the 5x6 here. And we can still build the 5x6 here. And we can also build the 5x6 here with a little bit of wall. So that'll be good. Throw down some walls here. That'll get us some rooms. We currently have how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. So it won't quite be enough, but this could be a nice little open area for them to exist in should there be problems. And maybe we'll run into, like some light problems, and maybe we'll sink a secondary housing shaft down this side. Or even put some housing over here. That seems good. I'd like them to have access to, the sky occasionally. I know that if I'm trying to keep them terrified and afraid, that might not be the best idea, but maybe we can be nice. Be a nice overlord computer. Friend computer is your friend. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there we go with this one. That one will have a little bit more of a walkway into theirs. And then we will put a door here, and a door here, and a door here. And we'll extend this power thing down like this. And actually, we're going to need a little bit more mining, because that needs to go away. And finally, let's throw down a lamp. A lamp there. That'll be good. And it is time for carpeting. Carpet. That actually needs to be a little bit bigger, but that's okay. Carpet that. Green carpeting. Everyone's favorite. And then we'll also need, of course, bed. Put it far away from the light. And of course, potted plants. I know I've been told that they're useless, etc., but I like them anyway, so meh. In addition, let's dig some spots for some lamps along the side of this corridor here, so that we can have lighting all over the place. We'll do one here and one here. That'll be great. I should have thought about this a little bit more. Actually, let us cancel. Well, we have lots of light. Put one right there so that people can see. Ah, Weeks, you're finally back. Good job. Good job, sir. Need more green carpeting. And then some red carpeting. And finally, some blue carpeting. And more power conduits. Like that. That is in the wrong spot. Okay. Fortunately, I forgot to dig a nice little door here for these guys, so that's not going to happen. Let us throw down a door, and a door, and a door, and then get some lights up. Which, that area is considered dark. So maybe I need to put the lamps a little more central. So we can, how far can we go? We're pretty far. Actually just gonna mine this out and replace it with a wall. That'll get the power to it nice and easily. Buildings are disconnected. Yeah, that's still disconnected. So, are the corners here lit? Lit. How about this guy? Lit. Okay, so they're all lit, so that's good. And there's a potted plant. I like how it does little bits of roof, a little bit at a time now that there's a door. Throw the piece of wall right there. They'll clean this up eventually. It actually will be easier to maintain if we just build a wall straight through there. So structure, let's get ourselves a wall. Can't believe we haven't been attacked recently. That is blue. We'll put some red here. Put some nice green carpet here. We will then throw down a lamp. Let's finish up these houses, and then we'll probably call this an episode. Just getting some stuff done. Get everyone moved into their new luxurious quarters with their potted plants. Yes. Enjoy them potted plants. And their beds. How luxurious. And then what I'll probably do is... I wonder if I can just, like, assign them to new beds. No, I can't. So what I'll probably do is turn these all over to prisoner beds. And then... hopefully they will eventually figure out that they should go live somewhere else. And claim different beds. And then, you know, if I need some temporary housing, I still have all this temporary housing to go. Although I might just tear it down once I know that these areas are doing good for them. Why not? Now, I feel like there should be a nice little canteen down here. Ah, raiders. Okay. Well, we got the houses up and running, and I think in the next episode we will deal with these raiders. So have a nice night or day, and I will see you next time. Bye.